I just wanted to go ahead and apologize in advance for the portrait angle of these videos. We were kind of working with what we had, and we have these bike mounts and the landscape orientation. The camera would get cut off by the handlebars, so I do apologize for that. What's going on, guys? Today I am putting out a review of the 2020 Trek Excalibur 8 bike that I just picked up at the beginning of May, about May 14th, I believe. And I really wanted to give you guys my thoughts about it, my honest opinion. And I'm kind of just going to overlay me talking over some videos that we took today of me riding it. And I've really grown to love this bike. Let's get into it. So first thing I want to talk about is the frame of the bike. So it is a classic hardtail, but you do experience very quick handling geometry and considerable suspension to take the edge off of most of the trails and rough surfaces. So the frame on the bike is Trek's Alpha Gold aluminum frame. So this consists of a very high quality aluminum along with a taper head tube that provides more efficient handling and their new Boost 141 rear hub spacing. So this gives the rider a shorter, more nimble handling in the rear. The frame also includes internal derailleur cabling. So all of those cables are routed internally, and there's also room for, if you want a dropper post, you can add a line for that later on as well. I really do enjoy the matte finish on the frame. It does help hide blemishes. I've dropped it a few times already, gone through a few crashes. Also, it just looks really sporty and sleek, in my opinion. So the bike does feature Trek's smart wheel size. This means that the size of the wheel you get will depend on the size of the frame that you choose. So sizes extra small and small will feature 27.5-inch tires, while everything medium and above features their 29-inch wheels. I ended up personally going with the ML, or medium large size frame. I found it fit me the best. Also, with those 29-inch wheels, you get their Bontrager XR3s, which is their, Bontrager is their in-house brand, but I must say I've been really surprised with these tires on trails and on pavement. All you need to do is, slightly adjust the air pressure according to the desired terrain, and off you go. They're honestly really great standard tires for the price of this bike. So the fork. The fork on the Excalibur 8 is the RockShox 30 Silver. This fork is a solo air spring and with rebound adjust and turnkey hydraulic lockout available by default. Because I chose the medium to large frame, the chosen offset for my 29-inch wheels is 46 millimeters with a combined 100 millimeter of travel for the fork, although it does state on their website that the maximum travel of this RockShox 30 Silver is 120 millimeters. So as far as brakes are concerned, this bike does feature Shimano MT200 hydraulic disc brakes. So I found them very responsive. As seen on this Strava screenshot, I've got about 90 miles on this bike so far since about the beginning of May, and I haven't noticed any delay or wear from them. So back to the wheels a little bit. As I talked about the wheels already, I did want to mention that they are not tubeless, although the rims are tubeless ready whenever you decide to take that on as a later upgrade. I plan to personally upgrade to tubeless tires as soon as my tires get bald enough to warrant a replacement. So their website does mention that the stock tire size of the Excalibur 8 is 2.2 inches wide, but they recommend that you don't go beyond a maximum of 2.4. So if you're looking for some extra grip on those off-road trails, maybe when your stock tires wear out, go ahead and upgrade to those 2.4s. From what I've heard, it really does make a difference. So the drivetrain is the next topic that I kind of wanted to speak about. This is where some of the parts are that you really want to focus on. So in the case of this bike, We have a SRAM SX Eagle 12-speed matched with a SRAM SX Eagle real derailleur. So if you notice in the pictures shown right now, the bike sports a 1x12 speed cassette. So it's only got one cog in the front, 12 in the rear. This means that there's only one derailleur, fewer parts to maintain, a very wide and easily accessible set of gears while on the trail. I found this very helpful when I need to get a fast gear shift in. The drivetrain has been very impressive in my time on this bike, and I'd recommend these to be the parts you look at least, consider the drivetrain before you purchase a bike, because those are fairly costly to, replace or upgrade. So now to the post and grips. I will say that this seat has been one of the most uncomfortable bike seats I've ever had to use. I had to pick up some padded bike shorts, as every biker should, although I had to get these earlier than expected just because the seat was so uncomfortable. I do really like the grips. I haven't had any issues with those. I actually ordered some gloves from Amazon because I recently crashed and messed up my hand pretty bad. I might include a picture of that here. But grips have been phenomenal. Seat, not so much. So I guess some of the comments I have about this bike. I would very strongly recommend doing some external research, especially if you're here looking at buying a bike. If that's what brought you to this video, do some research, watch some YouTube videos about the bikes that you want, narrow down a list. I myself couldn't find very much on YouTube about this bike, probably because it's so new. So I took the liberty myself to kind of make this short video, give you my impressions. The bike is very confidence-inspiring. I'm not a professional biker, though I very much enjoy riding. And this bike has brought out the sort of like the dangerous side of my want for adventure. I've had several crashes recently simply because this bike makes me feel like I can do things beyond my skill level. Thank you guys so much. I'll be posting more videos about this bike. My girlfriend has a Trek Marlin 6 as well. So expect a video about that, and maybe we'll end up getting some cool GoPro footage of these bikes on the trail. Thank you.